Hello, it's Gareth again, MD, Pera-Prometheus Consulting. One thing I want to discuss today is there is still a constant battle between getting security recognised within professional environments. As much as everyone will acknowledge it needs to be done, there still seems to be a disconnect, and we want to talk about why is that disconnect there. So why is that disconnect there? Honestly, I think security can get too preachy sometimes. So many of these videos and blogs that I make, I try them not to be this way. But the idea is that, businesses exist to do business. Security should be there to support their operations. I think there's too many people in our profession in the security profession, who just go out and tell a business what it has to do. Quite frankly, the business doesn't have to do anything. It can even choose to break the law if it wants to. That's up to the business. Security professionals remember that they're predominantly as advisors and to support the business. We need to align security requirements to the business objectives, not the other way around. I also think, as a security professional, we need to be sitting back a bit and looking at the people in the business and trying to understand their motivations and concerns and map them to genuine and known security risks and issues. I think we can create a more open and less hostile environment between C-suite and the security professionals just by being engaging and speaking in the language that they understand. I think security needs to make sure that it is understandable, not standing around in frustration because no one understands us. I've certainly come across security professionals who might mock some of the people that we're working with because they don't understand basic security principles. Well, quite frankly, I don't understand basic accounting principles. It's not really my job to know that. It's my job to know security. It's not their job to understand security, and if these people don't understand these principles, then I suggest there's an issue with how they're being trained. We've got to be relatable. Security needs to be relatable to the business and to the people that are working within the business. We can't just keep hammering at people the same old drills because it's obviously not working. Why are we still seeing the successful social engineering attacks? It's because the training and how we're communicating is obviously missing the mark. It's either not taking place or it's not being effective. So I think the challenge here for us, and certainly at Pera-Prometheus, is to get out there and make sure that we adapt what we're delivering to the business in a way that's relatable to the business so that we can deliver true effect. Not doing security for the sake of doing security because it makes sense for the business. Ultimately, a big security breach can take down a business. This is what we should be aligning to. We should be like, right, how do we make sure that we're protecting what we need to while still enabling our normal day-to-day operations? How can we empower our employees and our people to deliver services effectively without worrying whether they're missing something? It's all down to building a good culture iteratively over time, and by making sure that when we deliver security, we're doing it in a relatable, professional and interesting manner. Security can be a really interesting subject. We can start getting to the likes of elicitation, espionage, sabotage. It can happen in both the industrial and foreign intelligence spheres. There's lots of interesting stuff. Let's make security more interesting and more relatable to the audience. And if we want to get engagement from the C-suite, if we want to get engagement from the business owners, then we need to make sure that we're speaking their language. It's not for them to understand us, it's for us to understand them and apply the security principles to that. Stay safe, stay secure, speak soon.